Happy day, children. This is Uma Vidushi, your English teacher, and this is the first video of chapter 4, A New Name, which is taken from a novel written by Linda Sui Park. The name of that novel is When My Name Was Kyuko. She is Linda Sue Park. She is a Korean American author who published her first novel Seesaw Girl in 1999. She was born on March 25, 1960. She has also written 6 children's novels and 5 picture books. She is the author of the Newspaper Medal book, A Single Shed, and most recently a book of poetry was Tap Dancing on the Roof, Sijo. So this was her name of the book. Today we are going to read an extract taken from her novel A New Name. This story is of a 10-year-old Korean girl whose name was Kim Soon Hee and her brother Kim Tae Yoo. It is the year 1940 and the Japanese have taken over Korea. The Korean people were very unhappy. Why they were unhappy? Because they do not have the freedom to learn their history, to follow their culture or speak their language. And all of the sudden, all the Koreans have to change their name in Japanese. This was the law came in 1940. These children's father know that the law must be obeyed or else his family could face strict punishment. So he decided to choose his Japanese name that reflects their Korean roots. Now let's read the chapter and come to know that what new name they have got. So as this story is set on World War II in 1940 when Japan has conquered over Korea, and all the Koreans were enforced to follow the culture and speak the language of Japan. So at that time, this siblings family, Kim Soo Hee and Kim Tae Yoo, they were asked to choose one alphabet from Japanese language to change their name. So Kim Soo Hee chose K letter, whereas Kim Tae Yoo means her brother chose N letter. So as here in the first paragraph, she said that when my turn came, means when her turn came to choose the letter, she pointed to the letter K. Abuji gave me a new name and I went around whispering over and over, Kiko, Kamiyama, Kiko, Kiko. So when she chose the letter K from Japanese alphabet, her new name was Kiko, Kamiyama, Kiko. And she went everywhere whispering, speaking that new name again and again. Japanese names are usually very long, like Kaniyama, but Koreans use their name in a very short. Okay, they always use almost 2 syllables. Syllable means it is a part of a word that contains single vowel sound like run, fan, man. So these are single vowel sound, and they Korean mostly use 2 syllables. But Japanese first name can be long or short. It depends on person to person. I liked how Abuji had hidden our real last name in the new name he had chosen for us. Means here Abuji means father. It is a Korean word which means father. So he has chosen for his family a Korean word meaning, but the word was in Japanese. Okay, like she said that had hidden our real last name in the new one. He had done the same for my first name as well. Means he has also changed her name, but the meaning of that name, the base of that name was according to the Korean. And he had done the same for my name as well. Girl's name often ended in ko, which means girl in Japanese. But ko could also mean the sun rays. Means ko means girl in Japanese. Same, it also means sun rays, means rays of brightness. So that's why she accepted her new name Kamiyama Kiko. So it was very difficult for them even in school, because they had to call their classmates name by their Japanese name. Suddenly a girl across the aisle from me was Mengumi, not Mengyungin, and the boy who sat behind me was Masado instead of Youngwon. So this is how they have everybody changed their name. Even those classmates who were sitting near to her or near to her bench, their names were also changed, and they also need to follow the Japanese culture and the Japanese name. And it was very difficult for all the classmates, even to everybody, to become used to of it, because before that they were habitual of speaking Korea and Korean language, and their name was also related to Korean culture. But now, as due to the Japanese have conquered their country, they have to follow all the things that are related to the Japanese culture. Our teacher tried to be patient with us. If we forgot and used our classmate's real name, she prompted us gently at first, but more sternly as the days passed. Yes, even teachers in the school also has to follow all those things. They had to be very patient with all the students, because in early stage it was very difficult for everyone to use Japanese language, but gradually she encouraged them to speak or to say their Japanese name. So firstly all the teachers tell all the students to use Japanese, and they were very patient with them, they were very calm with them. But as the days passed, they become more strict toward this. I was a good student. I had never once given the teacher cows to beat me. I was very careful to use everyone's Japanese name and to respond when anyone said Kiko, even though it felt as if they were talking to someone else. But the next day, my brain grew tired of being careful every single minute, and it happened. Yes, because here Linda is talking about herself that she was a very good student. She had never got the chance to get scolded or beaten by the teacher, and she was very careful to use everybody's Japanese name and to respond in behalf also. So it was very, even though it was very difficult for her also to accept that new name, accept that new Japanese name, but still she was trying to become used to it. She was trying to become habitual of it, and they were and whenever somebody calls her with her new Japanese name Kiko, it's she definitely respond to them, but it felt like they were talking to someone else. She was not called there, so she is little confused. But the next day my brain grew tired of being careful every minute. Yes, every time she needs to be very careful that nobody shall use nobody will use their Korean name. Every time they have to be little conscious about all these things, and gradually they become tired of all those stuffs. I choose the worst possible moment to make a mistake. Onishi San was in the room. He was a Japanese army officer whose job was to make sure all the students were learning to be a good citizen of the empire. Yes, so it was very difficult for them to be very conscious and not to make any mistake. And one day Onishi San San means it is a respectful surname which are usually given to address someone who is senior officer. So Onishi San was in their classroom. He was a Japanese army officer whose job was to make sure that all the students were learning to be a good citizen or not of their all Japanese empire. He came to our class several times a week, often in the middle of a lesson. Like most of the time, in charges and others come to see that whether all the students are doing their job properly or not, or teachers are doing their job properly or not. So same here, this Onishi San, who was a Japanese army officer, most of the time he enters in the class even during the middle of a lesson. He always stopped what we were doing and bowed to him. Yes, he always saved students to learn discipline, to respect the elders, especially the army officers. So he always stopped there, stopped what the students were doing and always bowed to him. When he had stand at the back of the room and observe us for a while, I could tell he made the teacher nervous. I tried especially hard to give the right answers when he was around. Yes, this shows that how much they were afraid of this person, because whenever he come to invigilate or whenever he come to observe in the class, he makes everybody so nervous. Even the teacher also become very nervous. And here Linda tries to give all the answers correctly or in a right way, especially when this person is on the round. That day I knew he was in the room. I knew he had to be extra careful not I knew I had to be extra careful not to make a mistake, and somehow I did the very thing I was trying so hard to do. I said Mengyungin instead Mengyuni. Onishi-san heard me. He made a funny sound in his throat, like ah. Then he looked at the teacher and made an abrupt motion with his stick. Yes, so one day when Linda knew that he was in the room, and she was little giving extra care that she would not make any mistake, and she tries to call her friend, but it was some awkward thing happened, and when Onishi-san heard Linda, he started making fun of her. He started laughing on her, and when he looked at the teacher, and he made some sudden and unexpected motion with his stick which was in his hand. The teacher gazed at him quickly, then to me. Kiko, to the front, she said. Means glanced at him means look somebody very carefully. So the teacher looked at him quickly and then to the Linda. Kiko, to the front, means she was trying to scold him that not to make noise or don't talk during the class. The class was suddenly silent. I could see the surprise in the faces of the other students. After all, I was the daughter of the vice principal and I had never been beaten before. In the brief moments it took me to walk to the front of the class, I saw the teacher's face. She looked so unhappy that I felt sorrier for her than for myself. She didn't want to beat me, but she had to because Onishi-san was there. Yes, see, here Linda made mistake by calling the name of her friend. So it was, her teacher was so much unhappy. Means she don't want to beat her because she made a little mistake. Every time she was very conscious about all those things, but she had to beat her because as she was the student, as she was the daughter of the vice principal, and she has to set a message, give a message to all other students also, that whoever will be there, if anybody would make mistake in using the Japanese language, they have to suffer with the punishment, any corporal punishment. That's all for this session, students. In my next video, I will explain you the remaining part of the chapter, A New Name. Till then, revise the chapter well, read it twice and learn all the difficult words. Thank you.